Hi, my name is Jonathan,
I'm Anna.
I'm Tammy.
and this is our project focusing on mental health and how it connects with healthcare workers.
So, we wanted to investigate and do some research on mental health in the healthcare field because doctors and nurses are out on the front line saving COVID patients during the pandemic, and we feel like there's just not enough exposure to talk about healthcare workers' mental health. And as we've seen on some news articles, this pandemic is worsening mental health for healthcare workers, and it's making us think about how we should be appreciating them for their hard work and that we should do something for them because they are human beings too, just like us with real emotions and feelings. And here are some photos that we found on Google that really spoke to us because you can clearly see how vulnerable healthcare workers are, and what they also feel is that they're stressed, anxious, and depressed. And recent international studies have shown that during the pandemic, some workers are reporting high rates of depression, anxiety, insomnia, and PTSD. And even a recent survey found that 59% of healthcare workers said that their mental health had worsened due to the pandemic compared to 51% in industries outside of healthcare.
With that in mind, we wanted to pursue how might we support the mental health of healthcare workers. We wondered what solutions we could provide and how can we aid them so that they can properly aid other people. We conducted two research methods, one through surveys and one through interviews. We used surveys to get a variety of answers, and also we applied to two communities, one that towards the healthcare community and the one for the general public, because we realized that mental health and the issues along with it apply to all aspects of society, not just the healthcare field. And we interviewed three people who have experience in a healthcare facility, with one of them currently working in one during the pandemic. With our surveys, we've gotten a variety of answers, 55 responses from healthcare workers and 37 from the general public. And with those responses, we were able to deduce that about 32.7% have reported feeling down, depressed every day with their work. About 71% report that their coworkers either never or rarely check on them with their mental health. And 1 in 4 admins, human resources, and managers provide zero to none um, mental health resources and support.
So, this is a quote from the healthcare survey where a healthcare worker described the lack of support they've been receiving from their admin. And we wanted to highlight this quote just because it really stood out to us. And we felt like it really sums up the general frustrations of these workers when it comes to dealing with their mental health, because the message they've been receiving is that this is what they signed up for and that they shouldn't be asking for any help. And from our research, we found four main insights. The first one being that many healthcare workers actually want to have more open conversations about their mental health, but the current work environment often discourages it. A lot of responses talked about feeling afraid of being seen as less competent. And when they did open up about themselves, they were often ridiculed by their coworkers. And many also expressed that understanding and knowing their coworkers' mental state as a team can allow them to better lend help to one another. Our third insight was that many workers go through similar coping methods to de stress, often including some form of exercise, meditation or yoga, or other relaxing activities, drinking and smoking, and talking and ranting with people that they trust. And our fourth insight was that most current admins don't provide any mental health support, but some do include counseling services, free food, and online resources. So, not a lot of help to fight against stigma or offer any long term care for mental health.
Thank you for watching our presentation. We hope that you consider and support our passion in fighting against this kind of problem.